Hey guys, what's up? Two Wheel Turbine. Today we're doing a realistic 0 to 60 test with the 2022 Land Rover Defender 90. I haven't done one of these realistic 0 to 60s in quite a while, but honestly, they're my favorite video to make. I love making videos on my motorcycles, but 0 to 60 has always been a talking point between me and my friends since like elementary school. So I love filming these videos. With this particular Defender, it is the P300 trim level for like the powertrain. So it only makes 296 horsepower from a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder. So no crazy horsepower figures. This isn't the SVR that's like, putting out over 500 horsepower. It's actually the lowest horsepower model for the Defenders, but it is the 2-door. And with these tires, I think we're gonna have decent grip. These are more off-road oriented, but they still grip really well on road. I think it's a pretty awesome looking Defender, but I wonder what it's going to do 0 to 60. We'll see what it does. Let's jump in the vehicle. Alright, so the interior is pretty cool on these Defenders. They feel very like rugged and utilitarian. You have all this space up here to put stuff. You got a lot of like grab handles if you're off-roading and you're at some crazy angles. One of my favorite features is these doors. They're absolutely huge and they're heavy, which kind of takes you back to a time when cars in general were just made of more heavy materials. Now we have all fiberglass and stuff, so it's nice to have that weight. It really makes the vehicle feel, more luxurious. But today, when we're doing 0 to 60, if you guys look right here on the gear selector, we're going to be popping it into sport, and I'm going to be manually shifting. I think that's going to give us our best outcome for 0 to 60. But we may do one with just S and see how the computer does for shifting. But I always like to have full control. So if we can get into the 6-second range, I would be really happy, because my Fiat Abarth was like high 6s. That felt pretty quick. So if this can do that, I'm gonna be really happy. So let's jump on the road and see what it does. All right, guys, this time we're just gonna do a normal drive. Nice. All right, guys, we just ran 3 separate runs. The first 2 were in sport mode, and I was doing manual shifting. But what was weird is what I noticed is as I was approaching red line, sometimes I wanted to shift a little bit later, and I wasn't even like at red line yet, and it felt like the Defender shifted for me. I don't like it when cars shift for me. Like, I feel like you should be in complete control. So that was kind of weird. It seemed like once you got a few hundred revs away from red line, sometimes the car would just, even though you're in manual mode, it would shift for you. Really weird. I didn't really like it. But it seemed like the car performed much better when you were doing the manual sport mode compared to that last run in drive. We'll see if the times reflected that, which you probably already saw. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I love doing 0 to 60s on all types of cars, not just sports cars and cars that, 0 to 60s are important. I think all cars, it's interesting to know what they can do out in the real world. So if you have a Defender like this, with this drivetrain, now you should kind of know what you're gonna do if you find yourself in a street race, running from a red light. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.